So, I just got done watching the second PlayStation State of Play. It was a little slow to start with the startup screen actually taking an actual minute to start up. But then again, the real PlayStation takes that long to start up in real life. Oh! But it starts off kind of quick with new Monster Hunter World DLC. Iceland? Ice Ridge? We're in a fridge. Full of ice. With a lot of snow. And a land shark. But it's looking pretty good. New monsters, returning monsters, new area, new clothes, and this is just all observation from the trailer. I didn't see any new weapons or new classes, at least that I can see. But it's gonna be the first paid DLC, and it looks like it's gonna add a lot because all the free content that we've been getting so far has just basically been, hey, go hunt this monster in an area that you can only access during this event, and that's pretty much about it. But it looks like it's gonna add a lot of content, and I'm really looking forward to that. And this thing was at a breakneck pace. Like, it was only 10 minutes and just straight to the point. Bam, bam, bam. The next thing we got is Riverbound, which is another 8-bit dungeon crawler game. The only difference in between this one is that this one actually looks 3D, kind of looks like 8-bit Hero, but a little bit more top down instead of being a little bit more top down instead of being closer to the ground. It's kind of like if you like Enter the Gungeon, but the fantasy version with swords and shields and all that, which is kind of funny because you can use an Enter the Gungeon like character and sprites, but I only have 3 words for this one. Like another one? And next we have a Predator game. Okay, this caught me off guard. It has some very big potential until I saw that until I heard that it's an asymmetrical multiplayer. Oh, another one of these asymmetrical multiplayer games. We have Dead by Daylight. We have Friday the 13th. We had Evolve. I just wish that there was an actual like local option where we can play on one console, but nope. They want you to play on one console piece. And it's like, ugh. I might give it a shot, but at the same time, my schedule isn't allowing me to play these types of multiplayer games anymore. Medieval's next, and it's looking really good. And I kind of hope they do more of these like remasters of the retro types collections, like Crash and Spyro. And I hope Medieval and Medieval 2 are in this collection. Looking really good. It's a remastered Medieval. They didn't give us a release date. It's coming out on October 25th, and it is just enough time for Halloween. Might actually do just like a special Halloween playthrough of it, if there's nothing else going on. What's one of the last things? Oh yeah, we got this new game called Away, the survival series. You basically play as Sugar Glider, and what I'm guessing in a ruined island or a post-apocalyptic setting. Because we saw a fire tornado, and then we saw a bunch of ruins and one of those windmills from a wind farm. And everything's close to the ground. You are playing a Sugar Glider. You're going amongst trees. You're climbing. You're gliding, and it's one of those like, okay, it's different. I mean, if it's available for free to play at one point, or if it's a multi-platform, I might give it a shot. But I don't see it being a day one pickup for me. Where's my Biomutant? That's a day one pickup. We get a new PlayStation console. That's just a color variant with the symbols on the front. Whoopee. Not really excited about that. And then we get to the big, juicy nougat center of the State of Play, and that is the Final Fantasy VII trailer. Yes, I am going to state it in here. I am one of those people that believe Final Fantasy VII is overplayed, and it might be overhyped. I can never really get into it myself because of the graphics at the time, because I started with 8, and when people tried to show me 7, I couldn't get past the graphics because it was such a downgrade for me. I'm still willing to give it a shot. I'm actually kind of eyeing it on the Nintendo eShop and playing it through there because I don't really mind playing RPGs on the go. I really don't. You can't blame Pokemon for that. And it's basically Final Fantasy VII redone in the Final Fantasy 15 engine, and I'm kind of all for that. And it's just another teaser. Yes, everybody who knows the storyline knows all the cues, everything that's going on. It looks good, and I played Final Fantasy 15, and I really dug it. So, and it says we're gonna get more info in June, which I kind of thought so. This is just a glorified heads up. Look for our state of play next month, which it looks like we got one in April. We got one in this month. Is it gonna be like a once a month thing? That's only gonna be 10 minutes and give these just 4 or 5 trailers? If it is, good on you, man. Keep them short, sweet, once a month. I'm all for it. And basically that's it. It just ends with that saying, hey, just check us out next month in June. Gee, I wonder when. And we'll give you more information. And I'm going to try to keep this even shorter than the than the video that I watched. Overall, you know, you get your 2 claps. I mean, you made it shorter. You got more straight to the point. A little less fluff. Basically, this was just a heads up and it gave us a couple of release dates. That's pretty much what these things are meant for. If you're going to run them once a month, this is what you aim for. Again, the presentation, they can tweak the music just a little bit more. It just gets on my nerves. Not on my nerves. It just irks me, just the slightest, just the littlest bits. But other than that, I do still see the direct-esque of it, where it has the sliding panels, just like a direct, and but the English narrator is nice. The backgrounds are nice. The actual graphic display is nice. Again, my only gripe is the music. And that's pretty much about it. So, if I were to compare it to the first one, this one is better. And they fixed most of it. They did not bog us down with VR at all. VR was not even mentioned. But if they're going to do this once a month, I look forward, especially towards next month, because next month is going to be their E3 presentation. If I were to give this a grade, I'd give this a solid B-. Like, yeah, straight to the point, nothing. Ooh, ah. The thing that made this a solid A is that they gave us an actual release date for Final Fantasy 7, and that would have been the yes. This was just worth the end part alone, but it didn't. Solid B-. So I really can't say anything past that. With that being said, of course, with that being said, I do have to catch you guys up. The next video will be a top 10 list for Let's Go Eevee. We just got done playing that here recently, and I have some thoughts, and I just found out a ways that Let's Go Eevee not only fixed the franchise, but broke it at the exact same time. So be sure to keep your eyes out for that when it does drop. Or, if you're not paying attention, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And, of course, hit that notification bell so you do get a double notification on top of that. It will notify your phone and your desktop when they do pop up, so you can be there first to see exactly how Let's Go Eevee breaks the franchise, or maybe fixes it at the exact same time. And of course, leave comments below. What did you guys think of this state of play for May? Did you guys like it? Did you guys get super hyped for Final Fantasy 7 like apparently the whole internet is at the moment? Or are you with me and just found it kind of meh, where's my release date? And also be sure to check out the Junk Bin Challenge and my constant streams I hold here every Sunday and Wednesday. And right now we're fixing to go play through Devil May Cry 5. So far, a really good game with awesome soundtrack. Check that out if you guys haven't. Or check some of my other playthroughs. I've played through Kingdom Hearts and Let's Go Eevee. Devil May Cry 5 is now next on the chopping block. If you want to see when I play through all those, hit that subscribe button to make sure you guys don't miss out on a single bit. The streams can be wild and wacky. I've had people make doodles, comments, and even shares. And of course, don't forget to check out my Junk Bin Challenge, where I blindly play through $5 games or less and see what games are meant to be forgotten and what games need to be brought back to light. And with that being all said, guys, thank you for joining me. And as like I always say, I'm gone, I'm Ghost. I'm out of here on past tense. And I'll see you guys Sunday.